Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Elite English Channel.
Hi, friends. It's so good to be here with you again.
Yes, thank you for joining us today. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, thank you for taking this time with us.
We really mean that. This time is for you.
So today, we are going to talk about something a little different. We are going to talk about silence.
Silence? Like saying nothing?
Yes, the power of staying silent, not talking, not filling every moment with words.
Oh, wow. Honestly, that's hard for me. I love talking. My mother always says, James, you were born talking.
That's funny.
But seriously, when I think about it, I get uncomfortable with silence. If there's a quiet moment, I feel like I need to fill it.
A lot of people feel that way. Silence can feel strange, even a little scary.
Yes, exactly. It feels like something is wrong if no one is talking.
But today, I want us to look at silence in a new way, not as something empty, but as something full.
Full? How can silence be full?
That's what we're going to explore together. Let's start here. What do we lose when we never stay quiet?
That's a good question. I never really thought about it.
Think about a cup of tea. If you keep pouring more tea into a full cup, what happens?
It spills. It overflows.
Yes, and our minds are like that cup. If we keep pouring in words, talking, there is no space left, no space to think, no space to feel.
That's true. Sometimes I talk so much, I don't even know what I really think about something.
Can you give an example?
Actually, yes. Last year, my friend asked me for advice about his job, and I just started talking. I gave him 5 different opinions in 2 minutes. I didn't even stop to ask him how he felt first.
What happened?
He looked a little tired. Later, he told me, James, I didn't need advice. I just needed someone to listen.
That's a powerful memory.
It stayed with me. I felt bad, but I also learned something important.
Yes, when we always fill the space with words, we can lose connection, we can lose understanding. Sometimes we even lose the truth of a moment.
Wow, that hits home.
So maybe you can ask yourself, in my last conversation, did I really listen, or was I just waiting for my turn to talk?
That's a hard question to answer honestly.
It is, but it's worth asking. We've talked about what we lose when we never stop talking, but there's something else underneath this. Why are we so afraid of silence in the first place?
That's exactly what I want to know. Why does it feel so uncomfortable?
I think for many of us, silence feels like emptiness, and emptiness feels like danger.
Danger? That sounds strong.
Think about it this way. If 2 people are quiet together, sometimes we think, oh no, something is wrong. Are they angry? Are they bored with me?
Yes, I do that. If my girlfriend is quiet, I immediately think she's upset with me.
But is that always true?
No, actually. Sometimes she's just quiet because she's thinking or resting or just comfortable.
Exactly. Silence is not always a problem. Sometimes silence is just peace.
I never thought of it that way.
Let me tell you something from my own life. When I was young, my grandmother and I would sit on her porch in the evening. We wouldn't talk much. We would just watch the sky change color.
That sounds beautiful.
It was. At first, as a child, I felt strange. I thought, why isn't Grandma talking to me? But over time, I understood. She wasn't ignoring me. She was simply with me, fully present, no words needed.
That's beautiful. My grandfather was like that too, actually. He didn't say much, but when he was in the room, everything felt calm.
Yes, that is the quiet power of presence.
So silence isn't rejection. It can be connection.
Exactly. Maybe you can ask yourself, when someone is quiet with me, do I feel afraid? Or can I learn to feel safe in that quiet?
I want to feel safe in it. I think I need practice.
We all do. We've talked about fear and about connection, but there's another kind of silence, the silence that protects us
Protects us? From what?
from our own quick reactions. Have you ever said something in anger and then wished you could take it back?
Oh, many times. Actually, I have a story about this.
Please, tell me.
A few years ago, I was arguing with my brother about something small. I don't even remember what now. But in that moment, I felt so angry, and I said something really unkind to him. Words I couldn't take back.
What happened after?
We didn't speak for almost 2 weeks. It was terrible. Looking back, if I had just stayed quiet for 1 minute, just 1 minute, I probably wouldn't have said those words at all.
That's a hard lesson, but an important one.
Yes. Now, when I feel angry, I try to pause. My father actually taught me something once. He said, "James, before you speak in anger, count to 10 first."
That's wonderful advice.
It sounds simple, but it really works. In those 10 seconds, the anger doesn't control me anymore.
This is like a river. A river that moves too fast can break its banks. It can cause damage. But when the river slows down, it flows gently. It gives life instead of destruction.
So staying silent for a moment is like slowing the river down.
Exactly. Silence gives us space between our feeling and our reaction, and in that space, we can choose our words with more care.
I like that. Space between feeling and reaction.
Maybe you can ask yourself, the next time I feel angry or hurt, can I pause, even just for a few seconds before I speak?
I'm going to try that. Really.
We've talked about the protection silence gives us, but now let's talk about something practical. How do we actually practice this? How do we bring more silence into our daily lives?
Yes, please tell me. Because I understand the idea, but how do I actually do it in real life with real people?
That's a fair question. Let's start small. One simple practice is this. In your next conversation, try to let the other person finish completely before you respond.
That sounds so simple, but I think it's actually really hard.
It is hard at first. Most of us are already preparing our answer while the other person is still talking.
Guilty. I do that all the time.
Many of us do. Another practice is this. Spend 5 minutes a day in complete quiet. No phone, no music, no talking. Just sit and breathe.
5 minutes? That sounds short, but I imagine it's not easy.
You're right, it's not always easy. When I started this practice, my mind was so noisy, so many thoughts jumping around like birds.
That's a good way to describe it.
But slowly, over weeks, the birds began to settle. The mind became calmer.
I actually tried something like this once. Last winter, I was very stressed about work. My sister suggested I try sitting quietly outside every morning, just for a few minutes before checking my phone.
Did it help?
At first, I felt bored, restless. But after about a week, I started to notice small things. The sound of birds, the cold air on my face. I felt more awake somehow, more present.
That's exactly it. Silence isn't about doing nothing. It's about noticing everything.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Think of it like a garden. If the soil is always disturbed, always being dug up, nothing can grow. But if you give the soil some quiet time, some rest, seeds can take root.
So silence is like resting the soil.
Exactly. Our minds need rest too, to let good things grow. Clarity, patience, understanding.
I understand now. So maybe I don't need big changes, just small moments of quiet every day.
Yes. Maybe you can ask yourself, where in my day can I find just 5 quiet minutes? On the bus, before breakfast, before sleep?
I think before breakfast, actually. That could work for me.
That's a wonderful start. We've talked about practice, about protection, about connection, but now I want to share something deeper.
I'm listening.
True silence is not just about staying quiet with your mouth, it's about becoming quiet inside.
What do you mean by that?
You can be silent on the outside, but still noisy on the inside, worrying, judging, planning. That's not real peace.
That's true. I can sit quietly, but my mind can still be running like a busy street.
Yes, exactly. Real silence is when the noise inside also becomes calm, like a lake early in the morning before the wind starts.
A lake without wind, it becomes like a mirror.
Yes, and when the water is still, like a mirror, we can finally see clearly ourselves, our thoughts, our true feelings.
That's beautiful. I think I understand now why silence feels powerful. It's not empty. It's actually where clarity lives.
Exactly. My mother used to say something to me when I was going through a difficult time in my life. She said, "Sophie, don't be afraid of the quiet. Sometimes the answers you're searching for only come when you stop searching so loudly."
Wow, that's powerful.
It changed how I saw silence forever. I stopped seeing it as something empty and started seeing it as something wise.
I think I want to try to see it that way too.
I believe you can. Maybe you can ask yourself, what might I discover about myself if I simply allowed more quiet into my life?
That's a question I want to sit with, really sit with, quietly.
That's exactly the right way to answer it. So today, we talked about many things. We talked about what we lose when we never stop talking, and why silence can feel scary at first.
We talked about how silence can protect us from saying things we don't mean.
And we talked about small, simple ways to bring more quiet into our daily lives.
And finally, that real silence isn't just outside. It's something we can find inside ourselves too.
So, dear listener, before we go, we want to leave you with one small invitation. Just for today, try to find a few quiet minutes. No phone, no noise, just you and your breath.
See what you notice. See what settles. You might be surprised.
James, thank you so much for this conversation today. I always learn something new when we talk.
Thank you too, Sophie. I think I'm going to be quieter with my brother next time we disagree.
That's a good goal. And thank you to everyone listening. We're so grateful you spent this time with us.
Yes, truly. Thank you. Take care of yourself, and take care of the quiet moments in your life too.
Take care, and we'll see you next time on Elite English Channel.
Bye for now.